and good morning. It is Friday morning, which means it's a brand new Slimming World week. I got to Target last week, so this is my first week at Target, so it's all about maintenance rather than losing. But I am still going to do these videos because it is still part of my journey. I am obviously sticking to the Slimming World plan. I need to read my Target book to see what to do next. I do have some plans this week which may take me off plan, but I'm not too worried. I can be on plan for 19 meals out of 18 meals out of 21 this week, so I should be okay. I'm also £1.5 under target, so if I need that £1.5 to play with this week, then I've got that. I am just cooking my breakfast. I'm having my cookies that's becoming quite famous on this channel because I have them most days. Today I have decided to have vanilla essence and cinnamon because I tried that last week and they were quite nice. So I've used a teaspoon of vanilla essence and a sprinkling of cinnamon. I do plan to do a recipe video on this, but for now it's 40 grams of oats, 2 tablespoons of sweetener for 1 sin. The oats is your healthy extra B, an egg, and then whatever flavouring you want to add. My favourite is lemon essence, so I'd put a teaspoon of lemon essence in. Today I'm having cinnamon and vanilla, so I've put a teaspoon of vanilla in and a sprinkle of cinnamon. There's also almond I like to make. I found some coconut essence in Waitrose the other week. So yeah, that's my breakfast. I'm having some strawberries for some speed on the side, and I'm going to go and eat that now. So for my lunch at work, I am taking this soup which I invented last week. It is butternut squash, swede, carrots, leeks, onions, herbs and vegetable stock. I've then got some chopped up strawberries to have as a snack, and I'll also take an apple and a pear. And here are my cookies and strawberries. Contact. Good morning, it is Saturday morning and I am cooking my version of a McDonald's this morning. It uses my Healthy Extra A and my Healthy Extra B, and I've done some mushrooms on the side for speed. Also, today I am off, I'm off out for my lunch at Subway, and then I'll be out tonight for dinner. And tomorrow morning I will wake up in my actual house, my new house, and I have prepared the ingredients for cookies so that I can make cookies there for breakfast in the morning. So I've packed all of that, and I've got some fruit that I need to use up, so I'm taking that anyway. So this is my preparations for the cookies. I've got my weighed out 80 grams of oats and 4 tablespoons of sweetener in that little bag there. I've got 2 eggs and my lemon extract. That's for 2 people rather than just me, so there's 2 portions of everything there. I've got some pears for snacks to take with me, and then I have got in here some strawberries which I've washed and sliced to have with my cookies. So here is my breakfast. I have got my Kingsmill Thins, my Healthy Extra B. I've got some corn sausage patties under there. I've got 2.5 sin each, so that's 1 sin. My eggs on top and my mushrooms for speed. Hello, just to catch you up, I had a Subway at lunch that I've just shown you. I had a pear that I don't think I showed you, and I've just had a flump. It's about nearly 6 o'clock, I think, 5:45, and I'm being picked up at 6:30, so I'm just getting ready to go out. I had the flump just to keep my blood sugar levels up. I don't want to be feeling poorly, as I'm supposed to be going out and enjoying myself. So yeah, that is a catch up. I will be taking my phone, but I'm not sure how much I'll be filming, and if I go seriously off plan, it's not beneficial for you or me for you to see the footage of that anyway. But I'm going to play it by ear, and I will catch up with you perhaps tomorrow. Hello, it is now Sunday morning and I have been off plan since I last saw you at lunchtime, well, just after lunchtime on Saturday. We went out for a Indian in the end on Saturday night, and I had a chicken shashlik, which is what I was having when I was still losing weight, and I did find that didn't cause too much damage to my weight loss, so that should be fine. I did have five alcohol measures, so that was obviously more sins than recommended. And then today I have had, we were going to have cookies for breakfast, but it's a brand new oven and it said in the instructions to keep it on for half an hour before using it. I don't think that's long enough at all, and I think the cookies would have just tasted horrible, so I put it on for a bit longer than half an hour, and then we went out and we had a Wetherspoons breakfast. I chose the gluten-free option, which said it was less than 500 calories, but they did put bread on the side, and the bread was exactly the same as my man's bread, who didn't have the gluten-free option. So unless they're putting gluten-free bread on every breakfast in Wetherspoons, they'd given me extra bread, and I don't think that was counted in the 500 calories anyway, because it wasn't listed as an item on the menu. It was just bacon, eggs, beans, tomato and mushrooms. So I don't know about that. I'm not going to write and complain to Wetherspoons or ask them, because it wasn't the fact that I was gluten-free. I just picked the lowest calorie option on the menu to try and stay good. And then we went to Leamington Spa for the day with my mum, and we had a afternoon tea in a little tea shop called Rosie's, and it was really lovely. Not on plan at all, not one bit. Well, actually, there was some chopped up strawberries and a bit of salad, and I had salad and I had the chopped up strawberries, but I also had the afternoon tea, and that was lovely. So it's now, I think it's nearing, it's 5:30 or 5:45 or something like that, and I spoke to my man about dinner. I think we are going to have dinner. We're going to have our normal breakfast, but I think well, no, I said, shall we just have, because I really fancy potatoes with cheese. I think when I go off plan, I then get into the mindset of being off plan, so I need to get it out of my system today, and then I can start again on Monday. I've got 4 days to limit any damage. Obviously I'm at target now, so I can go above. I've got 4.5 pounds, but I don't want to just pile on 4.5 pounds as soon as I've hit target. That's not very good. So I said, do you want some potatoes, onions, herbs and cheese? Because that's my favourite part of the breakfast, because I love cheese. And he says, I says, oh, and bacon, and sausages. Yeah, so I think we're going to be having the full breakfast, but I'll perhaps limit my portion, or I could perhaps serve up 3 portions instead of 2. I don't know whether that's going to happen. We'll see. But I think I'm going to have that in an hour or an hour and a half. I'm going to have a quick bath now, freshen up, because I'm feeling really sleepy and a bit grim. So I want to have a bath, freshen up, and then perhaps go and start making tonight's dinner, which is breakfast. If I say I'm going to go and start making breakfast, you might think I'm a bit mad. But no, go and make tonight's dinner, which is breakfast. I am off work tomorrow. I actually plan to go to Foss Park, which is a retail park near me, to go and see what Primark and M&S, New Look, Topshop, Boots, although I went to Boots today and got what I needed from Boots, so just have a look and see if there's any nice clothes that I can treat myself to as a reward for getting to my target, because I last went shopping maybe in January, and I was buying size 12, most things really. I was buying size 12 trousers, size 12 tops, and they're now a bit loose. So if I've got jeggings which they fit around the leg quite nicely, but they're just baggy at the top. So what's the point in wearing baggy clothes when you've got yourself a smaller figure? So I'm going to see what I can treat myself to there. But we seem to be mid-seasons at the minute in the shops, and they're still just selling jumpers, and I've got so many jumpers. And I'm looking forward to summer. I'd like some nice summer clothes. So we'll see if they've got any nice summer clothes out. I also am addicted to buying pyjamas, so I'm bound to buy a pair of pyjamas while I'm out. But the point of saying all that was that I am off work, so I haven't got to do all of the nightmarish preparations that I usually have to do on a Sunday night that stresses me out so much. I can do all that tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon and do it leisurely and have fun with it, because I do enjoy cooking. It's just when it's a big mad rush and I've got to do everything on a Sunday night, it doesn't feel very nice, because it's like you're eating into your weekend. So tomorrow night I am planning on cooking some curries for our tea. I think I'm going to do 3, and then some potatoes as well with methi, fenugreek. So that's something to look forward to. I love making a curry. I have a friend who I used to work with who used to write out loads of curry recipes for me, so I'll be using those, but instead of oil I'll be using Frylight, so it'll be 100% on plan, and I don't think I've got any other reason to not be on plan for the next 4 days, so that's a good thing. So I am just going to have a bath, freshen up, and then I'll make my breakfast and I will show you. I've got the potato, onion and cheese thing that I mentioned earlier, some mushrooms, beans, bacon and an egg. Good morning, it's Monday morning and it is just about to be 7. I am cooking my breakfast cookies that I was supposed to have yesterday because I'm back at the other house now. I'm having a whole punnet of strawberries because they need using up, and also I need to eat more speed to counteract the weekend treats. I've chosen the lemon essence for these cookies because that's my favourite, and I'll show you them when I get them out the oven. Here they are, my lemon cookies made with 40 grams of oats, which is my healthy extra B, a big pile of strawberries and a black coffee. So I've been shopping all morning and I have just gone to Costco to pick up some mushrooms, and I thought I'd pick up a jacket potato while I was there. I was going to be really good and have beans and cheese, but when I saw the tuna I really fancied the tuna, so I've had tuna mayo and cheese, and what I'll do is just not have any more sins for the day. Hello, I thought I would just catch you up. I have been cooking for the last hour, I think. We're having curry tonight. So I've made 3 different curries, and then I'm going to make some methi aloo as well. And my man's been out. I didn't have any coriander in, ground coriander in, so I sent him out for some of that, and he brought back naan breads. I won't be touching those, so that's fine. I'm not worried about that. But I will just show you these curries now because my mum will be here when I'm dishing up, and it might be a bit rushed, so I'll show you this now. So I've made a chickpea curry with fenugreek in there. It's got fenugreek seeds and leaves for extra fenugreeky flavour. I've got a aubergine curry there. I've put mustard seeds and onion seeds in there for that different flavour. Obviously they've all got onions and peppers as well, because I made a base of onions and peppers, and they've all got coriander powder, ground coriander that I sent my man out for, and turmeric. And then I've got some mushrooms here, which I've put cumin and garlic in with the mushrooms, and I don't think I'm going to bother with tomatoes in that. I think it'll just be nice curried mushrooms. There's tomatoes in both of those, and then just boiling up some cubed potatoes, which I will then bake in the oven with turmeric and fenugreek leaves to make nice crispy roasted methi aloo. And I've also made my salads for the next 2 days so that they're prepared and I haven't got to rush around with those. Preparation is key with Slimming World. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that since the first video, but I definitely plan and prepare all of my meals when I have the time to do it. So I've obviously got the day off work today, so I am planning and preparing today, and then on Tuesday, tomorrow, I'll finish at 3 and I'll do more preparations. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be cooking Wednesday night's dinner as well as Tuesday night's dinner, and I've prepared some mushrooms just ready so that I don't even have to bother cubing them. Cube mushrooms? Quartering. So I don't even have to bother quartering mushrooms in the morning. I have done that, and I think I'm going to open up a tin of plum tomatoes. Again, ready for the morning so that I don't have to. All I need to do is bang it in the microwave and eat it. So that is that. So here is my dinner. Good morning, it is Tuesday morning and I'm just cooking my breakfast. And here is the lunch that I prepared yesterday. I've got lettuce, cucumber, tomato, onion, peppers, gherkin and pastrami. And this is my breakfast. I've got beans, tomatoes, mushrooms and eggs. Hello, so I've just got back from work. It's about 3:30 and I am really hungry. So I have put some pasta on to boil and I've measured out my Healthy Extra A allowance of Parmesan, and I'm just going to have some nice stodgy pasta and cheese to keep me going until dinner. So this is my dinner. I have got a tuna steak, some carrot chips, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower and broccoli. Hello, it is now 7:45 and I have been saving my Healthy Extra B all day for some cookies for a kind of a dessert. I always like something sweet after my dinner, and if I can have my Healthy Extra B, obviously that saves on sins, and then I'm going to add some sins to my cookies today. I've made them with the normal recipe and I've put salted caramel flavouring in these particular ones, so they're 1 sin for the sweetener. And then I think I'm going to put peanut butter on top of them. Peanut butter is 1.5 sins per teaspoon, so I shall obviously be measuring that out so I don't go over my sins for the day. But so far I've had none, so there's just the one in the cookies that I need to worry about, and then however much peanut butter I want, depending on, obviously I've got up to 9 sins. So here are the cookies. I used 5 teaspoons in the end of peanut butter, so that's 7.5 sins, plus the 1 sin for my sweetener, which brings my total for the day to 8.5 sins. Good morning, it is Wednesday morning and I'm cooking a big breakfast because I've got a long day at work. And here it is. I have got tomatoes, mushrooms, beans, eggs and Kingsmill Thins as my Healthy Extra B. And this is what I'm taking for my lunch. I've got the same salad as I had yesterday. I've got some baby plum tomatoes, some raspberries, a pear and an apple. So this is my dinner. I am having chilli with cauliflower and broccoli. In the chilli there are onions and peppers and baked beans, kidney beans, corn and tomatoes. So I haven't had any sins yet today, and I've decided to have one of these, which is 7 sins. I've been fancying something Bakewell for a couple of days now, and my man's bought these for him and the kids, so I'm going to have one of these. Good morning, it is Thursday morning and I'm having my lemon cookies for my breakfast. Hello. So I'm not sure whether I showed you my lunch. It was some chilli from yesterday with some broccoli and cauliflower because I made extra for my lunch as well. And I am just cooking my dinner. I'm having bolognese with gnocchi. The gnocchi is sins, and I will be having my Healthy Extra A allowance of cheese, Parmesan cheese on top. And there is also some garlic bread that my man's bought in the oven too, so I might have some of that, but that will be sins as well. It's weigh day, well, it's weigh day night, so I've been weighed and I maintained, which I am extremely happy about because I was expecting a gain after the weekend's festivities. So I'm not going to become complacent and think that I can do that all the time and still maintain, because that's how I got to my 18 stone in the first place. But obviously every other day was on plan, and I'm still measuring my healthy extras and my sins, because it would be so easy to just go back to how it was way back then, eating what I wanted, and put it all back on, which obviously would be pointless. So I'm having my weigh night treat tonight, and that is that. I think that's it. I'm saying a lot. I'm not sure what else there is to let you know about. Next week is a brand new week, and I have one engagement that that may be off plan because I'm not in control of it. We're going out for Mother's Day lunch somewhere, and I don't know where, and I can't even look at a menu before because I don't know where. So catch up with me next week to find out about that. And that's it really. Thank you very much for all of your comments on my last video. I love reading them, and I've actually managed to reply to all of them so far, I believe, so I'm quite impressed with that. If you've got any tips, advice on maintaining whilst not overdoing sins, if you've been at Target or have any advice for me at all, please let me know in the comments down below, and I shall see you next week.